Hi guys, I'm Laura from Cherubs Chalks Interiors. Welcome to my channel where today I'm going to be showing you how I created this rustic modern finish on some chunky orange pine bedsides. Here is the before. These are some really good quality bedside cupboards, but they're looking a little bit too orange for my liking. So first up, I use my sander to scuff sand the existing finish. And then it's time to clean. I'm using white lightning mixed up with water in my spray bottle. Once I've cleaned all of that, I will then use my mister bottle to spray down with more water to rinse off all of the white lightning. I've decided to use silk mineral paint in Deep Sea, which is a gorgeous dark blue. I'll be applying that with my scarlet brush. I love using the scarlet brush with its synthetic bristles when I'm applying silk mineral paint. It creates a really smooth, brushstroke free finish. I will apply the first coat all over. I will leave overnight to dry and then come back tomorrow and apply another coat. Okay, so when I finished with the Deep Sea, I'm going to get my next colour, which is Oyster. I'm pouring that into a roller tray, and then I'm going to use a roller to apply the stencil. I'm using the Retro Lattice stencil from the Bells and Whistles line. So I'm loading up my roller with paint, and then I'm going to wipe off the excess. I've just got a piece of cardboard next to the roller tray. Wipe off the excess, and that will prevent any bleed through on the stencil. So I'm applying multiple thin layers of paint onto the stencil, allowing it to dry in between each coat. Once that is dry, I have then repositioned the stencil, matching it up so that I can continue the pattern. And once that is all dry, I can move on to the next step. I want these pieces to have a rustic look, so I'm just going over the stencil and all of the edges with a fine grit sandpaper just to rough it up a little bit and give it some character. And then I'll just wipe it over to remove any dust residue. My next step is to apply some hemp seed oil with a premium chip brush. I wouldn't normally worry about sealing silk mineral paint, however because I've distressed these I've broken the layer of protection, and so I'm just wanting to seal all over to make sure that these have a long lasting finish. So as you can see, I've brushed on the hemp seed oil and now I am removing the excess with a shop cloth. Okay, so last but not least, it's time to tackle the hardware. I found these knobs, which I think are the perfect shape, but I wasn't a fan of that shiny gold. So I'm going to repaint them to match the piece. First of all, I'm applying a layer of slick stick. Next up, I'm using my oyster and an artist brush to apply 2 coats to each handle. So they're still a little bit too bright, and being as the piece is distressed, I want to use some black gilding wax. I'm just applying this around the edges and then I'll buff off. This will just add a little bit of an aged effect to each handle. So here they are finished. I love them from the front, but I do think they've got an extra special touch to the top and the sides with that gorgeous stenciling. I hope that you enjoyed our latest tutorial. Please let us know in the comments what you think. For more videos like this, you can subscribe to our channel to be notified when we next post. And you can also find us on all of the social media platforms at Cherubs Chalks Interiors. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time.